What's up guys, it's Aaronitmar bringing you something actually super new, both to the channel and in general, and that is one of the first, if not the first, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild weapon mod. So there have been a few mods out that really only touch the armor. The first one was a proof of concept that basically changed the textures of the Tunic of the Wild, and the Hat of the Wild, and the Pants of the Wild, or whatever they're called. But we haven't really had a weapon change, and that is until today, which is Link wielding the Keyblade in the land of Hyrule. Now, I know this is like a huge debate, which is cooler, the Master Sword or the Keyblade. I know both of those are really cool weapons to get, like as replicas to, hang on your wall and actually have in your house. I know quite a few people who have both the Master Sword and the Keyblade, but it is awesome to see Link, the champion in Hyrule, wielding the Kingdom Key. Now, this mod does only go over the Soldier's Broadsword, so it actually isn't super strong, but I think that's because they didn't want the mod to be super inaccessible. You could easily change the power, I guess, with other mods, but honestly, if you made it, for example, the Fierce Deities sword, and then you modded that and then make the Kingdom Key over it, well then you wouldn't be able to use it very often because you only have the Fierce Deities sword for a while and then it would just break. Whereas, as you can see in this video, I have a ton of Soldier's Broadsword. I almost said Knight's Broadswords, but Soldier's Broadswords. So it's really easy to continue using the Keyblade. The only problem is, like I said, it is pretty weak because it is one of the more common weapons, so it's not super strong. I'm sure there's a way to spawn in like the most powerful version of it, because I know you can get it with different upgrades and stuff. Like different buffs, like durability, for example, or attack boost. So I'm sure there's a way to spawn it in as that, and because this mod only replaces the model, it doesn't necessarily replace, the attributes and the power of the weapon. So if you're good at that, you'll probably know how to do that. But that leads me into my next point, which is, this was really hard for me to get working. I had to learn both different ways that you can mod in the game. I had to learn not only how you can basically spawn in items using a program on your computer that links to your Wii U so you can spawn in the items, but then I also had to learn how to set it up on the Wii U so that it would end up replacing the Soldier's Broadsword rather than just actually showing the Soldier's Broadsword. You have no idea how many times my Wii U crashed, how many times I had to basically trial and error. So that leads me into, would you guys want to see a tutorial on how to mod Breath of the Wild, both through SD Caffeine, which is sort of like Smash mods, where you basically just stick it on your SD card, you run SD Caffeine, and then it will replace whatever's on the SD card with, or whatever's on the game with what's on the SD card. So that's the first version, and then the second one is how to spawn in items, how to basically just kind of break the game. I'm sure you guys have seen videos where people spawn in Guardians, people moon jump, things like that. That's all possible through the code spawner. So if you guys would be interested in either of those, please let me know. Because it really is a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun just sort of messing around with Breath of the Wild, spawning in all kinds of items. There's ones where you can spawn lightning literally like wherever you are. So if there's an enemy near you, you can spawn lightning and it might hit them. If they've got metal, it will hit them because that's how the lightning works in this game. So things like that, it really makes the game super game-breaking fun. So if you guys would be interested in that, let me know and I will get to work doing that. But with all that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of this video. I do want to just show off a couple more clips that I had, just playing around with the Keyblade. There's way more that you can do. This is pretty basic, compared, I should say, to what you can really do. So if you guys are interested in a tutorial on how to break games, or if you're interested in other mod videos on this game, please let me know. But with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one, and I hope you all have a great day.